Yugoslavia head coach Svetislav Pesic has what you would call a well-oiled machine. One of the reasons this machine's been together a long time, played a lot of big games.
Those numbers, Mike, that tells the story, the problem the U.S. has right now competing internationally. Yes, we have to have our best players here, but you also need for them to be together. These teams have been together for so long, that experience, the veteran atmosphere they have, very, very difficult to compete with when you combine it with talent, and Yugoslavia has tons of talent.
Another change as they start each quarter with a jump ball. Argentina looks like a little bit of a zone.
It showed zone.
D-box. Montecchia comes away with it. He's only about 6'1" if he's standing on his tippy toes.
6'1" is generous.
Scola. Luis Scola, who was a second-round draft pick of the San Antonio Spurs this year, won't play for them this year. I should say won't play for you this year, you and Greg Popovich, but perhaps next season.
He's going to be a good player in the future. He plays very hard, played very well against the United States.
Jaric has such a smooth release.
Defensive confusion right there, Mike. That's the second time. Looks like they're showing zone. Maybe it's a combination because they've had guys wide open both possessions.
Jaric hit 4 3-pointers in the first half in yesterday's semifinal. Montecchia. And right now the three-point shot not falling for Argentina. They are 0 for 4.
13-5 off the bench for Yugoslavia. That's not what you would expect. They have great depth, but it's been the Argentine bench that's been the difference in this tournament.
Sconacini, and he's bumped Gurovic with the foul. That'll be his second personal.
We talked about Marko Jaric's defense, but he also shoots the ball very well. Now the point is, it's not the NBA three-pointer, but he's shooting close to 50% from the three-point line so far in this tournament. You cannot leave him open. We talked before, he went against his Clipper teammate, Andre Miller. That is, both of those players are really going to help the Clippers.
Jaric is now up to 55% from three-point range. That's third best in these World Championships. And again, it's a shorter distance. And he finally gets one to go. Montecchia, who's shooting about 40% from that range, able to put it. They need to hit some of those shots again because of the size of Yugoslavia. They need to open things up.
No question. Also, Mike, you said 3 feet closer is a significant difference. Saw you out here this morning burying a lot of three-pointers.
Bodiroga draws the foul. You might think that 3 feet's not all that much, but it's the difference between taking a smooth, natural shot. You get out to 23-9. It's almost like you kind of have to force it. You really change the form on your shot when you get that
3 feet is an enormous difference for shooting. You get 3 points from this line. I mean, it's very, very simple. It really puts pressure on your defense.
Now, a lot of guys obviously have that range, like a Stojakovic, but there are a lot of players like in the NBA that 23-9 is not in their range, yet they still shoot it. Stojakovic misses that one.
Well, that's always a huge adjustment. Excuse me, Mike. When people come from college or international to the NBA, that three-point line is a heave.
A lot of contact. And Scola just barrels down Tomašević. And Luis Scola with 6 points off the bench.
Relentless attack in the basket. Argentina over 20 points in the paint already. It's not post-up. It's driving the ball and executing their offense.
Even the big men can handle the ball well for Argentina. Same thing for Yugoslavia. Ball knocked away by Scola. Shot clock at 3. Bodiroga's going to have to heave it up. And there's a 24-second violation. Now they have a kind of a weird rule, or I should say a different rule in terms of the shot clock.
Well, and that shot hit the rim, it still would have been a 24-second clock. It's not enough to release it before 24. It has to either go in the basket or hit the rim before 24.
Even though it does reset on the release, it still has to hit something. As we'll have another timeout. Argentina now back within 1.
16 countries compete for the ultimate goal at the 2002 World Basketball Championship.
Professor, we got issues with this ball.
Yes, number 8. We've been expecting you. I must show you our latest innovation. is Spalding Infusion Basketball. When you find yourself in trouble, release the hidden micro pump and increase the air pressure. This should give you the edge you need. Use caution number 8. The Eastern Conference will stop at nothing to get this ball.
You've done it again, Professor. This is perfect.
Choose from the complete line of 5 new infusion basketballs from Spalding.
Tut kolumdan çek götür beni diye içine çek beni. Tut kolumdan çek götür beni diye içine çek beni.
Cube technology from Adidas.
Well, it looks like that losing streak is over. Jeff Gordon's won 2 races back-to-back and is in the thick of the race for the championship. Last year, he was heading for a 5th career win at Loudon. But Robbie Gordon's love tap spoiled his day. What'll happen now in the New Hampshire 300? Next Sunday, 12:30 Eastern, NBC, NASCAR.
Early second quarter here at Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, along with P.J. Carlesimo and Craig Sager. Mike Green on hand. It's the gold medal game for the 2002 World Basketball Championship, and as expected, it's close and very physical. Aladino nails the 3.
Great execution coming out of the timeout. Argentina gets a good look outside, and they're finally heating up from the perimeter.
He's their best three-point shooter at nearly 50%. And Argentina now suddenly on an 8-0 run to regain the lead.
But you've got 2 extremely well-coached teams here.
Petrovic with a rare outside shot. But Stojakovic does a good job tipping it back. We've seen Stojakovic's all-around game here in the World Championship.
You know, Peja, I thought was a better rebounder when he first came into the league. It's something I think he's concentrating on other aspects of his game. When he first came to Sacramento, I thought he was an excellent rebounder.
Yeah, 3-second violation. In the trapezoid lane in international play.
There's Jaric picking up full court again. I really like this about him. He makes the point guard work.
What's the big difference with the trapezoid lane? What kind of impact does that have?
Well, I just think it makes it difficult for a big guy to really get down in there, but I don't think it has a terrible impact on the game, to be honest with you. You don't see many back-to-the-basket centers inside, but Dino Meneghini, the Italian player, was a great one. Arvydas Sabonis, of course, an excellent inside player, but they just don't play inside. I don't think it's because of the lane. I think it's because you talked about big men being so mobile and being comfortable playing away from the basket internationally.
Stojakovic. Montecchio with the foul. Montecchio, that's his first, and Argentina's second team. 4 substitutions. Andres Nocioni comes back in. It's going to change the way he's been walking around. It's just so unlikely, much as you're sure it's killing him to sit on that bench.
Well, Craig Sager said he might try it in the second half, but I'm going to be surprised if he can be effective.
Petrovic keeps it alive. Double team. Stojakovic hammered on the offensive rebound.
The Yugoslav starters are not shooting very well. They're 4 for 15. It's the bench that's really picked them up. 6 for 8 off that Yugoslavian bench. That's been what got them the lead and at least put them in good position for a while.
Stojakovic, of course, an all-star in the NBA this past season. He's leading the team in scoring here in the World Championship as Scola has picked up his second foul. And that's the brace on Ginobili's right ankle. Didn't prevent him from hopping around and celebrating with his team after the win yesterday.
He hopped up on the scoreboard on courtside right there, celebrating with the team, but I think he might have paid the price for that last night. He had a very uncomfortable evening.
Yeah, this has been a huge tournament for Argentina. They have not won a medal in the World Championship since the inaugural World Championship back in 1950 when they won the gold.
In Buenos Aires, by the way.
feet inside. Alberto Palladino with a pretty assist. And Fabricio Alberto now with 8 points.
What a beautiful team to watch, Mike. They're just so enjoyable the way they space the floor and how unselfish and how well they pass the ball.
Offensive foul. Boy, Palladino's really had an impact off the bench. He draws the charge on Boderoga.
And you know what Boderoga's going to do, but here's the passing we talked about. Little pick and roll. They don't rotate quick enough. If you don't get there to help, Argentina is going to cut you up with their offensive execution.
Yaric has done this throughout. Full court pressure. 8 seconds to get it over half court, like the NBA with that new rule this past season. Alberto inside. Blocked for the foul. Luis will go to the line and shoot 2. As Scola got in. And a nice pass from Alberto. Even the big guys pass well.
They passed it very well. That was kind of close quarters, interior passing. Maybe should have even shot the ball, but they are so unselfish, and they see each other, and they share the basketball. You love to play with teammates like that.
Tomasevich, his second foul, so he'll sit down. And Divac will come back in. As 22-year-old Luis Scola, 6'9".
Plays in Spain right now, Michael. You said he's not going to be coming to San Antonio for at least another year or 2.
Next Sunday, 12:30 Eastern, beginning with the Discover Card Countdown to Green. NASCAR returns to NBC for the New Hampshire 300. Jeff Gordon looking to keep it rolling versus the NASCAR's top best at a track where he's already won 4 times in his career. That's the New Hampshire 300 next Sunday, beginning 12:30 Eastern on NBC. 3-point Argentina lead, 4.5 to play in the second. Divas struggling, 0 for 5 from the field. And the foul. Montecchio will pick up his second.
Well, they struggled yesterday in the first half, and then like the rest of his team, they came out of the locker room and just turned it up in the second half.
There you see Divas in the numbers. And that foul on Montecchio, again, that could be problems. 5 fouls and you're out. Montecchio has 2. And if Ginobili can't play off, great back door. How many times has Sacramento King fans seen that? Divac to Stojakovic, and then Montecchio with a turnover.
Careless play at both ends. Turn the head defensively, and you pay for it immediately. Great passing big man.
The fundamentals that we've seen in these games, the old-fashioned basketball, offensive foul on Stojakovic.
They wanted a replay. Coach Pesic is beside himself right there. Maybe a little bit of a flop, but Vlade Divac, we talk about point forwards, he's a point center. They put him on top, put the ball in his hand, and the other players cut.
He's giving it to the officials. There are 2 officials today. Nikos Pitsoukas from Greece as a turnover on the inbounds, and Reynaldo Mercedes from the Dominican Republic.
Even up.
Kavitsky nearly got a hand on that.
It's a tough matchup for him on Stojakovic.
Isolated out there on the perimeter. Pretty feed. Petrovic can't finish. Nocioni. And Gurovic the rebound. Yaric is fouled. You can tell with every call, with every play, how much this game means to the players, certainly to the fans. There is such emotion here at Conseco Fieldhouse, and I think we've got a technical foul called.
And Mike, the technical foul also counts as a personal foul in international basketball. I believe the call is against Montecchio.
Yep, so Montecchio has 3. Without Ginobili, at least for now, Argentina could be shorthanded.
We talked about that rule yesterday, Mike. I like the fact that a technical counts as a personal foul.
Oh, he's got 4 now.
He got the personal foul and the technical.
And they're in the penalty. So a lot of free throws coming up.
Again, a difference internationally. It's not like the NBA. After they shoot the technical, possession of the ball. So you have the potential for a big swing right here.
And Yarich, a very good free throw shooter. That's a costly technical foul from Montecchia.
Well, there's the personal foul, so you got 2 shots there. Now we've got the technical foul, and then they're going to get the ball out of bounds.
And the technical, a one-shot technical. Not a lot of contact there.
No, there wasn't, but we're looking at a 6-point play right now. That I don't like. I like the way the NBA administers this much more. You don't always get possession with the technical. You go right back to where it occurred in the game.
And I love the rule that technical counts as a personal. You'd see a lot less techs in the NBA if that was the case.
No question.
Nocioni takes it to the basket, and he's fouled. This game is turning extremely physical, and this is where it's tough with just 2 officials. You can't possibly see everything that's going on out there.
Well, you can't see everything. You've got 2 teams that attack the basket relentlessly. Every time you turn around, somebody's either putting the ball on the floor and taking it to the rim, or they've made a strong cut, and somebody finds them with the pass. So you're defending the paint every possession.
A foul on Gurovic, his 3rd. Nocioni misses the 1st. Another physical player, very aggressive, comes off the bench. Argentina, though, struggling at the free throw line. They're just 2 of 5 so far.
That was a big problem for the United States in this competition, Michael. They finished last, 16th in free throw percentage, and it cost them, particularly in those critical losses to Yugoslavia and Argentina.
1 point lead for Yugoslavia. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining first half. Stojakovic, his patented move, gets a little bump, turns and fires.
Now, the ability to put it on the floor, but the size and the shooting touch. So how do you defend someone like that?
11 points for Stojakovic. Pepe Sanchez, you see back in the game with Montecchia out now with the 4 fouls. Sanchez blocked by Yarich. There's his defense again.
Pepe Sanchez played well with the 76ers 2 seasons ago, but Marco Yarich is awful big for him to try and shoot over.
Pepe Sanchez guarding Yarich. He also played a bit with the Hawks. Divac with 3 on the shot clock. And a whistle with 1 left on the 24. And it's going to be free throws coming up for Vlade Divac.
Well, here's the other half of the Sacramento combination. Paige, that's pretty good defense right there, but when a guy that big just arches back and he's got that soft touch, you have your hands full in that matchup.
Luis Scola picks up his 3rd, so a number of players in foul trouble, 2 of them for Argentina. Argentina trailing by 3 here in the 2nd. Gold medal game, Yugoslavia by 3. Earlier today here at Conseco, they had the bronze medal game, and 2 teams that were not expected to make it to the bronze medal game played in it. Dirk Nowitzki in Germany defeating New Zealand. Nowitzki was sensational once again, and he's with our Craig Sager.
Well, it's the first medal in World Championship play ever for Germany. Dirk, what does it mean to you and your country?
Oh, it's been unbelievable what we achieved for German basketball, and it's been a fun experience for everyone, and we can be proud of what we accomplished. But it's a little bit of mixed feelings because we were so close to coming to the finals yesterday. But you know, we can be happy with what we accomplished for sure.
You're the only player that made 1st or 2nd All-NBA competing in this tournament. How disappointing are you that the American teams did send their best team and they finished 6th?
Well, I thought for sure they're going to win the whole tournament, and I'm a little disappointed in how they showed themselves as a team, and I thought for sure they're going to win it. So, but you know, it's not enough to send their 2nd team anymore. You know, world basketball got better all over, and it's been fun to watch.
What are your plans now, getting ready for the season?
I'm going back home for another 3 weeks till camp starts. Just see everyone, see the family some more, and just spend some time at home and be ready in October for camp.
You did your country proud.
Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Was a nice moment for Germany, also for New Zealand, as they went as far. That's a country coming a long way in basketball.
Great achievement by both of those teams, Mike. Part of the problem occurred with the U.S. and Yugoslavia getting upset in the preliminary round. They were playing against each other in the quarterfinals. That shouldn't have happened.
Luis Scola on the offensive rebound and fouled on the follow.
Not a very friendly sign, Mike, but there's not much we can say right now. Yugoslavia and Argentina did the job. The United States, disappointing performance.
Very disappointing, and finishing a worst sixth place after the loss to Spain last night. You know, Argentina was the first team to beat the United States with the NBA players. That ended the 58-game winning streak. When the Argentina players returned to the hotel, and all the other teams are staying in the same hotel down in Indianapolis, on Wednesday night after the win, there were players from the other 14 teams that were in the lobby waiting and gave them a standing ovation. It wasn't necessarily an anti-American sentiment. It's just that they've tried so hard to get up to the United States level, and they were able to accomplish it. It meant a lot, not only to Argentina, but all the countries here.
Mike, they know the best players in the world are in the NBA, and they know it's the United States. It's their game, and they play it better than anybody else. But it's been so difficult for so long for these teams to compete. They're just really proud of what Argentina was able to accomplish that night. And again, you know, we have ourselves to blame. We've shared all our expertise. We've worked with these other countries, and that's great. Now we've got to work a little bit better internally.
And again, the purists love it when a very good team was able to beat great individual talent.
If you like basketball, you have to love to watch Argentina. Hopefully the officials, good call there.
At first, one official didn't see the deflection. They're going to talk it over. It was clearly deflected, and still should be Argentina ball, although there's just 2 on the shot clock. So they make the right decision.
They did, and oftentimes in international that won't happen because it's not easy sometimes for the referees to communicate with each other. When you've got teams from Argentina and Yugoslavia and officials from Greece and, I believe, the Dominican Republic, so it's not an easy situation.
Hesic, the coach of Yugoslavia, wanted the ball moved down further. He's hopping up and down.
Because he knows there's only 2 seconds on the 24.
Palladino for 3. They say it too. His foot was on the line, but what a terrific shot from Leandro Palladino.
It's good work by the officials and better execution by Argentina. Difficult. They get the ball out of bounds with only 2 seconds on the clock at half court, and they score.
Yugoslavia by 2. Petrovic had it, lost it. Stojakovic right there. 13 for Peja Stojakovic.
Peja is really focused and playing aggressively this afternoon.
Final minute in what has been a spirited first half. Volkovitsky. He's got that ability. I mean, he's 6'10", 275, but he's got a soft touch.
That tests your big man perimeter defense when you've got centers shooting jump shots from the top of the key.
He's got 7 points. You know, with the size of Yugoslavia, they need him to give them good minutes.
It's a set Yugoslavia loves. Bodiroga with the ball, looking to penetrate.
Bodiroga. And a foul call. It might be against Luis Scola. As Bodiroga will go to the free throw line.
Yes, it is.
So Scola now has 4 fouls. Montecchia, because of the technical, has 4 personal fouls. So real difficulty in the foul area for Argentina. 7.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, 5 fouls and you're disqualified.
I think Coach Ruben Magnano, excuse me, Mike, knows he's got to stay close right now. He just does not want to fall too far behind.
Bodiroga to the line. He was a second-round pick of the Sacramento Kings back in '95, but he stayed and played professionally in Europe, really made his name in Italy, and just decided, as we talked about yesterday, never really wanted to come to the United States. Loved being a star in Europe, was paid very well, and didn't want to come to an NBA team and be a bit player or a guy that sat on the bench.
He was a great player in Italy, in Greece, and now in Spain. It's difficult for a player that has that level of success and notoriety and financial security to give it up for a situation that's maybe a little more challenging. He's good enough to play. There's no question about that, but I don't know if he needs to go through that at this stage of his career.
He's 29, and he said he hasn't closed the door yet, but it doesn't seem like, it seems like he's very content where he is. Final seconds, first half. Scola driving down the lane. Plenty of contact again. Bodiroga trying to get off a shot, and will not, and that will end the first half. As expected, the emotions high, both on the court and in the stands. And a very physical game. Right now, standing by with Craig Sager is Peja Stojakovic.
Well, Peja leading score with 13 points, but you only have a 2-point lead in intermission. What do you have to do better in the second half?
Our transition defense. We have to fix that up. Argentina is a much quicker team than where we are. We have to improve our defense. I think we're going to be okay.
What does it mean to you to look at the stands, see the upper deck sold out, all with Yugoslavian and Serbian fans?
It's a great feeling. I feel I'm playing at home.
All right, good luck second half.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's right, Craig. It felt like Yugoslavia was playing at home even Thursday night when they played the United States. Their fans have been absolutely wonderful. Halftime of the gold medal game of the 2002 World Basketball Championships. We're at Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. A great atmosphere for international basketball. And 20 minutes to go. Yugoslavia, the defending world champs, leading Argentina by 2. We'll be joining Jimmy Roberts back in our New York studios after these messages from your local station.